Alright, so in this video, we're gonna look at how Korean media has described and reviewed J-Hope's concert last weekend. I know I have done my own review of the J-Hope's concert, but I also wanted to look at how Korean journalists did it. I think a few of Korean journalists either went there or were invited there to write reviews. And yeah, I have already read multiple articles, and these are some of the headlines. For example, 방탄소년단 J-Hope 콘서트에서 부른 회복의 노래. BTS sings a song of healing at J-Hope's concert. This says. BTS returns, solo J-Hope in full bloom, and 50,000 ARMY. This is just the beginning. J-Hope wraps up world tour with the grand finale. All of BTS reunites for an emotional epic. 520,000 ARMY. BTS J-Hope closes out his solo world tour in triumph. We are actually a glimpse of OT7 on BTS debut anniversary. J-Hope's world tour ends on a note of hope. We are back. The meaning behind J-Hope's June 13th concert with all of BTS together again. We missed you. BTS 7 members reunited in Goyang, hinting at a new spring day. We are back. J-Hope's concert was extra special with Jin and Jungkook, a taste of OT7 before the real reunion. So all of these headlines sound very exciting, but many of them, the actual content of the articles sound very generic. So I'm not going to read all of them. I'm just going to read two of them. One written by a journalist named Lee Jae-hoon of Newsys, a media agency called Newsys, whose article I have read 3 months ago when I made this video, when J-Hope did a concert in Seoul, Hope on the Stage, which I also streamed. And one of my subscribers has said in Korean that this specific journalist has written very great reviews of BTS since many years ago. So this is the one that many K-ARMYs trust and read, whose articles they read. And it turns out that Mr. Lee Jae-hoon once again wrote some great piece. So let's take a look. Okay. So this article is called BTS Sings a Song of Healing at J-Hope's Concert. Reporter Lee Jae-hoon. No artist really wants their work summed up in a neat headline by reporters or critics. How could you possibly wrap up everything each BTS member has wrestled with during a year and a half of military service? Very nice beginning. On June 13th, the 12th anniversary of BTS debut, J-Hope, Jung Ho-seok, held the encore concert of his world tour, J-Hope Tour Hope on the Stage Final at Goyang Sports Complex. That night, the members themselves gave a kind of living summary of the past months. This concert marked the culmination of about 3 months of J-Hope's first solo tour, which kicked off in February at KSPO Dome in Seoul's Songpa district. Inspired by the Greek myth of Pandora's box, which is also behind his stage name Hope, the show's structure played cleverly with the theme. Through bridge videos and stage design, he juxtaposed himself inside and outside Pandora's box, showing off his knack for storytelling. This box wasn't just symbolic. It was literally built on stage, with J-Hope trapped inside or bursting out at key moments, blurring the line between myth and live performance. At its core, a concert is one of the boldest ways an artist pushes the limits of their identity, both mentally and physically. In doing so, they often surprise themselves and their fans by revealing new sides they didn't know they had. Throughout the tour, J-Hope embodied the idea of living what you preach, dropping new songs, performing them in fresh cities, then feeding what he learned back into the show in real time, which I also touched upon in my own review. So I like that. That was on full display when he performed this year's 3 singles, including the newly released, where is it? Yeah, Killing a Girl, right? And Mona Lisa and Sweet Dreams, all highlighting his signature street dancer moves and his gift for reinterpretation. More than just a concert, this night marked BTS stepping into their chapter 3, right in front of ARMY, after navigating chapter 2 through staggered military service. The first encore song, Spring Day, which J-Hope and Jin sang as a duet, carried the lines. 추운 겨울 끝을 지나. Okay, so past the end of this cold winter, until spring days come again, until the flowers bloom, stay there a little longer. Stay. 추운 겨울 끝을 지나, 다시 봄날이 올 때까지, 꽃 피울 때까지. I love the song. In the middle of the song, J-Hope shouted the words etched on the high building. We are back. So if you ask whether there's any other group that can sing a song of healing better than BTS, you'll be hard-pressed to answer. Okay, I like this line. They have an extraordinary gift for turning wounds into hope. This might be one of my favorite lines in this article. 회복의 노래를 방탄소년단보다 더 잘 그려내는 팀이 있는가? 누군가 묻는다면 말문이 턱 막힌다. 상처를 희망으로 치환하는데 이 팀은 놀랍도록 경이롭다. Okay. I like this line. If you ask whether there's any other group that can sing a song of healing better than BTS, you'll be hard-pressed to answer. They have an extraordinary gift for turning wounds into hope. Haha. Back in 2019, literary critic Shin Hyung-chul, a professor at Seoul National University, spoke at the International Forum Beyond and Behind BTS and compared BTS to Eminem. Interesting. He pointed out that while Eminem's Lose Yourself motivates listeners to fight through harsh reality, BTS comforts fans with lyrics like Love Yourself. Rather than push people to win, BTS tells them, it's okay if you lose. Ooh, I like that. And they literally sing such message through lyrics, you know. What was the song? With them literally telling us that it's okay to lose. Tell me in the comments. It's at the tip of my tongue. And one quick note: this professor Shin Hyung-chul is the one whose book that RM mentioned during his Weverse Live. No, actually not the Weverse Live, sorry. In his Weverse message that he posted recently. The book called 정확한 사랑의 실험, the experiments in precise love or something. In fact, I have recently borrowed this book from my local library and have been reading it, so maybe I can make a video about it if I can. So anyways, I just wanted to point out. I'm not sure if this journalist was aware of that though. When did he write this article? June 14th. And when did RM post the... Okay, maybe he was aware of that. If not, quite a coincidence. Alright, where are we? Even now, as global superstars, BTS stays more rooted in tales of struggle than in triumphant anthems. They openly face their scars, stand with ARMY, and push back against prejudice around the world. It's this emphasis on the journey, not just the outcome, that makes BTS feel so deeply loved. Perhaps even more so when they show vulnerability. Jungkook, fresh out of the military just 2 days prior, joined J-Hope on stage. Jin, who wanted to meet ARMY in person on BTS debut anniversary, bluntly asked J-Hope to let him appear too. Add to that RM, V, Jimin, and Suga cheering them on from the audience. Proof of the group's unwavering promise to stand with ARMY no matter what. As RM hinted, quoting from Professor Shin's... Oh, actually, yeah, I forgot that. The journalist actually mentioned this here. As RM hinted, quoting from Professor Shin's essay collection on experiments in precise love, this is their vow, to love ARMY as precisely as they can. It's their decision to love again. 다시 사랑할 결심. J-Hope told the crowd, "Now that the members are finishing their service and coming back, we will have so much more to show you. We will work even harder to prepare and make it happen." He added, "The members mean everything to me. Without them, I wouldn't be here. And without you, this team wouldn't exist. We are all connected, I think." And then at the end, some statistics. Tickets for the show sold out instantly, packing in 27,000 people that night. A second show on June 14th will double that, drawing 54,000 fans in total. Meanwhile, more than 100,000 people flocked to the 2025 BTS Festa held at Kintex near the stadium. I heard that it was packed. To celebrate the group's 12th anniversary, far more than expected. Lines snaked from the nearby GTS Kintex station all the way to the venue, proving just how much people have missed seeing BTS whole again. And I have heard that some people had to give up because of like time restriction after waiting for so long time in queue. Even after the concert wrapped up, crowds gathered outside to send up BTS cars. The New York Times recently compared ARMY's feverish excitement over the members' return to how American fans went wild when Elvis Presley came home from his 18-month military service in Germany back in 1960. Interesting. So here's the article that he is referring to. New York Times. K-pop fans wait is almost over as BTS members leave the army. That's the title. And then it says, for American pop stars of a certain age, the obvious parallel is Elvis Presley, who ended his 18 months in the army in Germany in 1960, setting off a similar frenzy. Okay, interesting. So there we go. This was a review written by journalist Lee Jae-hoon of Newsys. I love it. It sounds like he is quite knowledgeable and also fond of BTS and ARMY. So thank you, journalist Lee Jae-hoon. All right, one more. This one is a bit more comprehensive, written by journalist named, where is it? Kim Soo-young of 한국경제, Korea Economic Daily, which is, yes, correct, you're right. It's the Korean media agency has targeted HYBE and Bangseok through their exclusive articles. So they're not necessarily my favorite Korean media agency at the moment, but this was at least much less generic compared to other articles. So let me quickly go through this one also. All right, BTS is back. J-Hope in full bloom and 50,000 ARMY. This is just the beginning. Review. BTS J-Hope just brought his first solo world tour to its grand finale. Alone, yet surrounded by tens of thousands of ARMY and his fellow members. He showed exactly how much he's grown as a solo artist. It's hard to imagine a more thrilling punctuation mark, but this isn't an ending. On June 13th, at the Goyang Sports Complex main stadium in Gyeonggi Province, J-Hope held Hope on the Stage final, the encore concert wrapping up his solo world tour. What began in February at Seoul's KSPO Dome took him to major cities across North America and Asia, 31 shows in 15 cities, drawing 470,000 fans in total. These two final nights alone brought in an estimated 54,000 people. Hope on the Stage carries a double meaning. Not just J-Hope on stage, but also a promise that hope, wishes, and dreams come alive there. J-Hope shaped this show around 5 themes: ambition, dream, expectation, fantasy, and wish, tracing his own path in his words. At the tour's opening Seoul show, he stunned audiences with 25 massive cube lifts, each 2 meters wide and 3 meters high, creating a dynamic main stage setup that focused the spotlight entirely on his raw, overwhelming live performance. Now, with the scale expanded to a stadium, his tight choreography and unstoppable energy still overflow to every corner. When J-Hope appeared across 5 towering LED screens, the crowd roared. Hazy smoke drifted across the stage as the cube lips glowed red, evoking a volcano ready to erupt. And he attacked the opening rap like a force of nature. What if, right? He kicked things up with What If, then blazed through Pandora's Box, Arson, and Stop, pulling ARMY together instantly. Clad in a fiery red outfit and sunglasses, he commanded the stage with precise moves and a razor-sharp rap. Fireworks shot skyward, flames erupted, but J-Hope burned brighter than both. Just the opening left him dripping with sweat. Fans fueled him on with deafening cheers, and he spread his arms wide, soaking it all in. "I can't believe it," he told the crowd, voice thick with emotion. "I started this tour at the end of February in Seoul, and now we are here at the final show." This show was even more special because it landed on BTS' 12th debut anniversary. "It's such an honor to have the final on June 13th, he said. "I prepared so much. I thought, is it okay to change things this much? But I wanted you to want more every time you see it, to stay with me longer." What followed was more than a concert. It was living, moving art. During More, 25 cube lips rose and fell in sync while dancers switched from restrained motions to explosive moves, and J-Hope held it all together with tight rap verses that elevated the whole piece. In the Dream section, fans saw freer, more laid-back J-Hope. After showing the perfectly polished artist J-Hope through Ambition, he switched gears to his street dance roots, BTS's main dancer doing what he does best. To On the Street and Lock Unlock, he played with the dancers and fans in a playful, easy groove, dressed casually, lost in the rhythm, completely at one with his own story. The new arrangement stood out. Even after months on the road, he came back with a reworked setlist and fresh staging that made him remark, "Is it even okay to change it this much?" And he made it work. When he performed I Wonder, Jungkook, just 2 days post-discharge, made a surprise appearance. Their synergy made it feel like no time had passed, and the two hugged tight when they finished. Soaking in the crowd's cheers, Jungkook laughed. "I missed you so much. It feels weird but good to be back. So many memories are flooding back." They even performed 7 together. Oh, I came across this footage recently, how like Jungkook was so happy dancing with J-Hope on stage during I Wonder, and he forgot to sing, and J-Hope is literally reminding him to sing by singing "Just Dance," right? That was hilarious. I don't know, this footage is popping up on my timeline or on Twitter or on X feed. I love it. Okay, back to the article. This show had fire and water. Midway through trivia, Just Dance, J-Hope warned fans, "Watch out for the water," then unleashed giant water cannons across the crowd. Everyone had rain ponchos ready, thanks to careful planning. Oh yes, I've heard that they all got free raincoats, ponchos, and then what was it? Another merch that they got for free for every seat. It's like a scarf or something? Towel? Anyways, where is it? The drizzle that night only added to the vibe, the article said. He also debuted his new single, Killin' It Girl, released just hours before showtime. His fluid dance lines and easy charisma held everyone spellbound. This song doesn't need a fancy explanation. It's just J-Hope's sexy side on full display, he teased. Yeah, I mean, Killin' It Girl, driving ARMY's crazy. I love it. He performed Mona Lisa, the second track in his solo single series too. From Sweet Dreams to Mona Lisa to Killing a Girl, they're all about love in my own style. Easy to listen to, but with the storyline, he said. Proud to wrap up the series right on BTS's anniversary. Through this tour, J-Hope proved beyond doubt that BTS's main dancer and rapper can stand alone as a powerhouse soloist. He came back sharper, brighter, and more confident, navigating each unique stage without missing a beat. During mic drop, his flawless rap collided with booming band riffs, fireworks, and fans yelling the iconic 미안해 엄마, sorry mom line in unison. Pure adrenaline and joy. Beaming through Hope World, his face flickered with awe, gratitude, and sheer happiness. From the crowd, RMV, Jimin, and Suga watched proudly. When the camera found them, they waved and smiled. It's a happy day for me and for ARMY, J-Hope said. Now that the members are finishing service and coming back, there's so much more we want to show you. We will prepare well and do it right. He added, I sang always, 항상, while looking at the members tonight. They mean so much to me. Without them, you wouldn't be here. Without you, we wouldn't be here. I'm always the same. I'll keep giving you my best as long as I can. For the encore opener, Spring Day, Jin joined them on stage. The familiar melody, the members on stage and in the crowd, and ARMY waving light sticks made for a breathtaking scene. It's been so long since I stood on a stage this big, Jin admitted. I felt that old nervousness again. He sang Don't Say You Love Me, then joined J-Hope and Jungkook for a special stage, Vu, ending with fireworks celebrating their next chapter. Even after proving so much already, J-Hope didn't stand still. He used this concert to promise an even brighter future. In every drop of sweat, every heartfelt word, every smile, you could see exactly what J-Hopeness means. The world tour may be done, but for solo J-Hope and BTS at 12 years old, this really is just the beginning. Yes. So I like it. Quite comprehensive. And then it seems like both of these articles only cover day one, June 13 concert. So let me just read this snippet of this article from the last part. Where is it? Not this one. This one. 520,000 ARMY. BTS J-Hope wraps up his solo world tour in triumph. On the second night, Crush joined as a special guest, giving J-Hope an extra boost of energy on stage. The two performed their 2022 collaboration Rush Hour together, and they also teamed up for Sweet Dreams, showing off perfect chemistry that had the crowd roaring. During Trivia Just Dance, giant water cannons blasted cool mist across the audience, cutting through the heat, and a spectacular fireworks display lit up the sky for a grand finale. Combined with the moving bridge lifts, open stage layouts, and even richer special effects, the show drew everyone in and proved once again why J-Hope is a true world-class performer. Fans matched his energy every step of the way, showering him with cheers and applause after every song. When the encore came, they lit up the stadium with phone flashlights, chanting along in unison. At one point, an ocean wave of ARMY bombs rippled through the crowd, a breathtaking sight. Fighting back tears, J-Hope told the audience, I have performed every stage like it was my last, and now this really is the last one. But where there's an end, there's a new beginning. I'll keep dancing, rapping, and singing until my body gives out, because I love the stage so much. In so many ways, you and I are connected. ARMY's power is incredible. It keeps me going. Whether 4 months feels long or short, I have received so much good energy from you all. Kicking off at Seoul's KSPO Dome in February, Hope on the Stage came to a close with these Goyang shows. Through this tour, J-Hope performed 33 shows in 16 cities around the world, drawing a total of 524,000 fans. That's incredible. Okay, so there you go. And I've seen some footage from the second night, like the finale, the day 2 in Goyang, and I saw that some fans were disappointed that the BTS members did not appear as guests, even though some members were in the audience, right? But then I also have seen many armies saying that it makes sense that the BTS members didn't perform as guests because, after all, this was the finale of J-Hope's concert world tour, right? Hope on the stage, and he deserves all the spotlight on him, and he deserves, celebrating the end of his historic world tour, solely with with his fans and with the spotlight on him. And in fact, I think he more than made up for the absence of BTS members on stage. Like the energy was crazy, and especially we were able to see this uber sexy J-Hope on stage, right? And it seems like he was very emotional at the end of the concert, like because this was the the finale of the world tour that took him for 4 months in total. And considering the fact that he has planned this like 3 years in advance, wow, I wonder what he really felt like at the very end, right? And especially this part when he said, where is it? 이 몸이 닳는 데까지 무대에서 춤추고 랩하고 노래하겠다. I performed every stage like it was my last, and now this really is the last one. But where there's an end, there's also a new beginning. I'll keep dancing, rapping, and singing until my body gives out, because I love the stage so much. In so many ways, you and I are connected. ARMY's power is incredible. It keeps me going. Whether 4 months feels long or short, I have received so much good energy from you all. So there we go. Yeah, great reviews. Thanks to these journalists for writing up these pieces. So yeah, hopefully Korean media will continue to show support and appreciation for BTS members, because yeah, I mean, I might make a separate video about how they are literally making positive contribution to Korean economy, and the stats are already showing up. Like with all the armies and foreign travelers visiting Korea, this month alone, economy. They're spending money in the Korean market, right? And it's showing. And some Korean articles have already reported on that. Maybe I'll share that later with a separate video. But of course, we have to stay cautious about how Korean media covers BTS in their articles or in their videos or broadcasts. And then we'll have to do our best in terms of, letting each other know about what's going on and protecting the artists that we love. All right. And last but not least, yeah, J-Hope really killed it. And then he is did he ever take a proper rest? He's doing his promotion in Korea with Killing a Girl, going through all the major broadcasts, music shows. This guy is stamina is amazing. But yeah, once again, I absolutely enjoyed the performance and the concert on June 13th, and congratulations to J-Hope for wrapping up his world tour successfully. And then we'll see when the next world tour will be happening. Okay, let me know what you thought about these reviews, and then feel free to add your own. If there's any part that was wrong about or left out some details, feel free to add. All right? D3 until Suga's discharge. Peace and love. Bye-bye.